Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the personal development content that already is on this channel and that is to come. So I'm so excited about today's video because it has also been a high requested one. I did a poll on Instagram and I asked you guys what more videos that you guys would like to see me do, and this is actually one that came up and I've been getting a lot of questions about this, so I'm so excited that we actually get to be doing this today. So on today's video, we are going to be planning for June. If you have been on this channel for long enough, you know that every single month we sit down and reflect and we plan out for the rest of this month. But particularly for June, I'm going to take you through how I go through my to-do list, and we're actually going to review my May and see how I did and really kind of get some lessons from that. So let's get started. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. So you guys know I've been sharing this for the longest of time, and that is the fact that I've always wanted to be consistent on my YouTube channel. This is a song I have sung so many times on all of my social media platforms, and I am proud to announce that in May I have been the queen of consistency. So you need to give me a huge round of applause because man, it feels so good. So May for me was a very good month in terms of like all the things that I've always wanted to achieve, but most importantly because I was a consistent queen. I was consistent with every single thing that I've always wanted to do in May. And I told you guys one of those things was to give you guys content, which is 3 videos a week on Monday, on Wednesday and on Friday, and I managed to do that. It was tough. But I feel like a brand new person because I feel like I've really kind of jumped over that hurdle of consistency being a thing for me, and it's really kind of filtered down into the rest of my other months. So yeah, but I'm going to get into a little bit about that. So it had me thinking about how was I able to actually become consistent, and the answer to this question is a question that a lot of people have been asking me, which is how do you nail down your to-do list? And this is something we're going to talk about today. Now let me just go through reviewing my May with you guys because I did this earlier this morning and I was super impressed, and I was like, let me just share it with my community. And while I do as well, I'd really love for you guys to also start reviewing your month as well and see how it is. So I wrote down a couple of things that I really managed to kind of sort out in June, and let me just say that in May, let me just say that it was really challenging to really kind of break out the norm and really kind of get out of the habit of procrastination. But more than anything, through the challenges, I really did press through and I really kind of did all the things that I wanted to do within that month, and it really had to take me consciously working on things every single day. So let's get into May. One of the biggest things that I actually worked on quite a lot, I think it's because I had a lot of time on my hands, and not even that as an excuse really, but is my spiritual life. My spiritual life just went on another level. So for me, that is so exciting. My creativity, I've also had a lot of time, so I haven't been focusing on any of my businesses at the moment because of the current lockdown. We are shut down, so this means that I've got a lot of time to actually be creative on doing a lot of other things. So that makes me feel like a queen. My YouTube channel consistency, oh child, I have been singing this song, you guys know. So let me tell you something. If you are watching this video right now and you have been hearing me talk about how much I want to be consistent, just guys, give me a round of applause in the comment section because I did it and I'm so excited, and it's something I literally want to do something cool and nice for myself to celebrate this triumph that I just did. So exciting times. And then my Instagram consistency, let me tell you something. May, I have worked harder on my Instagram than I have in the whole year, literally. So my engagement has gone up. I've been posting a little bit more often. I've been a lot more thoughtful with all my posts. So that is super exciting and that is really good. So I'm excited about that. That went well. And then one of the big things for me with May as well was my Tea with Michelle live IG series. It was something that I also wrote on my list for the year, part of my vision board. It's something that I wanted to do. So this year it came to live and I actually did it in May. So yay, again, Guys, by the end of this video, you are going to give me a lot of round of applauses because I just nailed me, y'all. I'm so excited. So the TV IG series done. And then the other big thing that also happened for me this month is actually got a brand deal, which is amazing. And that also has a lot to do with how my Instagram has been doing so well and how I actually have been focusing on it really, really well. So that is super exciting for me. And then I spent more time with hubby, which is really good. We also had a little bit more time. And it's so interesting because we can be home but both be so busy with a lot of things. So I think we've done so well with consciously setting time for our marriage. So I'm excited about that. I read a little bit more. I launched my mentorship program. Again, we have been having this conversation quite a lot, and this conversation came up actually from live the Tea with Michelle live series. And a lot of people are just like, why don't you launch a mentorship program? Would love to. We would be willing to actually invest in something that you can assist us kind of develop ourselves. I had done this before for different entities, for churches, for organizations, which have been super awesome, but it's just not something that I had brought to the public eye or just really kind of advertised, because I in my head I just thought maybe I need to give you guys a little bit more value. And I think completely I underestimated the amount of value that I give you guys, or that what I mean to you guys, and just getting that feedback from you guys has been super awesome. So I launched that, and it is actually starting the 2nd of June. So I'm so excited. It's something huge for me. It's something big. The response has been overwhelming for like a lot of people. Literally, I think I tweeted about this and I told you guys that when I put it out, within 24 hours we're almost sold out. How awesome is that? I'm super excited. I still have a number of spots left, so if you still want to be part of the mentorship program, definitely the link is down below. Go click and enroll. And then another thing is, okay, so one thing that I've also done is I've started also approaching brands that I want to work with, and brands that align with the work that I've always wanted to do. That is so exciting, and I think it also filters down to how I've been working on my Instagram, which is really cool. So exciting. I've just been getting over that. I'm going to wait for brands to approach me, but really kind of like diving and jumping in there. So that is exciting. And then what is it? Yeah, mentally, I've been doing a lot better. I think it's also because I've been super productive. So that's been really awesome. My sleeping routine is like on the lockdown. It's so good. I'm sleeping at like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm up at like 4, 5, or relatively before 6. I'm getting my to-do list and I am killing it. So I am super excited. So the reason why I'm actually sharing all these things and all my triumphs for May is that I want you guys to understand that all these triumphs and all these wins that we get are made out of small little habits of us really following through all the things that we've always said we wanted to do. And that is literally what I am going to now get into in the second part of this video, which is how I nailed down my to-do list. Because I need you guys to understand that for me to have done all these things that I did in May, which are like, I think May has been my really great month. For me to be able to do all these things, this means that I had to take daily decisions to make sure that I get there. So how do I get through my to-do list? Here's my biggest tip, and I use this often, and it has really helped me win within my weeks and within my months, and that is that on a daily basis I choose to focus on 3 most important things. I literally call this the power of 3. I don't know why, but that's what I call it. I call it the power of 3. And what I do is when I write down my to-do list, it doesn't necessarily have to have 3 things. I can have 10 things on my to-do list, but I need to pick what my top 3 is that I cannot negotiate and that I need to do today without a shadow of doubt. And what actually happens with that is I actually end up doing all the things on my to-do list, not because I just said these ones are not priority, but what happens is when you focus on the 3 things, you end up starting feeling like a winner. So what I do is when I do the 3 things, I normally start with them 3 first in the morning. And once I've done those 3 things, there's something about them that makes me feel like such a winner, that makes me want to get through the rest of the entire list. Therefore, I get to do my to-do list like a boss. And I think that's really how we are wired as people. Really, we enjoy winning. We love the idea of winning. We love the feeling of winning. And once you've tasted what it feels like to win, you constantly will want to do it over and over and over again. Like, for instance, have you ever gotten up and be like, okay, let me just wash the dishes, and then halfway through you realize you're washing the dishes, you're cleaning the cupboards and all those things? It's because you got that one task done that motivated you to do a little bit more. And that's what I do with my to-do list. So when I put it down and I say, cool, Mish, today these are the 3 things that we need to focus on, it becomes so much easier for me to focus on the rest of the things. On that note, let me actually share with you guys my to-do list today, so you can actually see what's been happening. I need to actually tick this thing. So my biggest thing was I needed to watch some YouTube video to learn something that I want to do. I did that, but my biggest thing was to draft videos, right, to update the program, and to film. I have already done that already. I am filming right now. This is my third thing. But after this, I'm going to feel like such a champion because I've did the 3 things that I wanted to do. And then the rest are just so much easier because I already feel like a winner already. And I think half the time, the reason why we don't get through our to-do list is because we're sometimes overwhelmed by doing a lot of things at the same time and you don't know what to start. You really don't prioritize them correctly. So you kind of get overwhelmed with getting through all the tasks one by one. So I just want to advise you that in June, I really want you to win, as always. And the biggest thing that I'm going to leave you with in this video is start making sure that you win on a daily basis, because you can only win through the month if you actually win daily. So start making sure that you win daily. And how do you win daily? You set that to-do list. You make sure that you focus on 3 most important things. And guys, sometimes it's not even 3 things. Sometimes just 1 thing. Like I wake up, sometimes I'm like, okay, today I just want to do this 1 thing. Today I just want to edit 1 video, and that's it. But the more you feel like you're winning and the more you feel like you're doing things right, or you're doing what you've set yourself up to do, the more you will want to do a little bit more. So you end up going through this whole to-do list because you've really truly just went through what you've always wanted to do. So more than anything, focus on that. And this is what I'm going to be doing actually in the month of June. I know it's cold and it is a lot more harder to get out of bed, but guys, you guys know how we say on this channel, we are going to win no matter what. Vision 2020 has to happen, and I'm so excited because I think June is like the 6th month of the year, which is half of the year. I'm actually going to do a review video so we can kind of review how the month has gone. But one of the most important things you need to realize, and I always say this all the time, is that your yearly wins will be a combination of your weekly, your daily, your monthly wins that you collect throughout the year. So make sure that each and every single day you at least win at 1 thing. Another thing that I also shared with you guys in another previous video is on every single day I really dedicate myself to improving 1% daily on whatever skill that I want to learn. So for instance, if it is something like I want my lighting to be a lot more better, I try that every time I film, at least it's 1% a lot bit more better. So I will watch YouTube videos on how to use my camera better, how to do this. Oh, and one of the things I actually wanted to do today, which is like a big moment for me, was changing up my office area, and I managed to do that. As you guys can see, it's looking a little bit different, and I'm sitting behind the desk and all that, something that I've always wanted to do. So today I was like, let's make it happen today so that when we film content, it actually looks good and you like it. And I think, guys, sometimes I'm a creative brain and I don't like things when they are the same way, so I like switching things up a little bit. So yeah, that's really important. Focus on 3 things on a daily basis, or at least let's say an average of 3 things on a daily basis. You can focus on 1, you can focus on 2, focus on 3, but don't overwhelm yourself with a lot of things. So with all of that said, I hope that you are going back to the drawing board and actually sitting down. What I would actually want you to do is start reflecting on your May. Write a list of the things that you've done really right in May, and write a list of the things that you actually want to improve for June. And something that I literally have done here on my notepad is putting down a list of all the things that I got right and putting down the list of all the things that I really want to improve on. And when I go into June, I'm going to carry the consistency. I'm going to carry all the great things that I've done right, because they are worth a celebration. But more than anything, I'm going to try and work on other things, and I'm going to try and work on more goals for June. So I'm excited, and I'm so looking forward to June. I'm so looking forward to mentorship program. I'm so looking forward to more brand deals. I'm so looking forward to really just engaging a lot more with you guys on Instagram and all the social media platforms. So with all of that said, I hope that you have found this video super fruitful for you. And yeah, I hope that you have a lovely weekend with your loved ones. And if you are still wanting to enroll in the mentorship program, like I said, there's still a little bit more space. We are taking a little bit more people, or from the time that I'm going to be filming this. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Have yourself an awesome one, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah!